Hi everyone, welcome to MarikaCreations. Today I'm using Spackle to create some beautiful home decor pieces. Enough said, let's get started. For my first DIY, or actually a makeover, I will take this ceramic pot that I thrifted for €3 not long ago. As you can see, it has been DIY'd before, different colors, some scratchings. I don't know what they were trying to achieve, but now I will make it beautiful, make it fit into my decor. So the first thing I will do is I will take this piece of string and hot glue it into place from the rim down to the bottom of the pot, evenly spaced. And I use only hot glue for this, but I do recommend using another glue as well, because I had a little bit of trouble later on with it not sticking correctly. And now what I'm doing is I'm taking spackle and put it on each side of those strings to make them blend into the pot, and at the same time I'm covering up the scratch marks on the pot that I don't want to be seen. I'm just using my finger to smooth the spackle out, as you can see. It has dried, and now I'm on my second coat smoothing. It doesn't need to be like a perfect smooth surface, because it's meant to look old, vintage looking. And then I set it aside to dry overnight, and this is how it looks. And now I'm taking my go-to color, light grayish color, and cover the whole pot as a base coat. And I applied 2 coats to get a really good coverage. Once completely dry, I go in with a sponge and dabbing on the bottom where the ridges are, and a little bit on the top, quite heavily actually, with some brown, with some black, and some darker greyish. Just having fun dabbing around. It might look a little bit too much at the moment, but no worries. Once that has dried, I will go in and dry brush on top of everything with the base color, that the light grayish color. And voila, this piece is done, and this is how it turned out, looking beautiful with a brush of witch hazel in it. I really love how it turned out, and I'm super glad I thrifted that pot. If you're new to my channel, hi! I am Marika, and on this channel I do lots of DIYs, thrift flips, trash to treasure, renovation of my home, and I even do some pottery and some painting. Anything creative really. Please join me. Hit that subscribe button and the notification bell, and join my YouTube family. For my second DIY, this is a makeover as well, I guess. I have this old pot, looking quite nice actually. I'm just going to make it look even prettier with some lace. I have a doily here, and I'm taking some spackle, hold it in place, cover the whole doily, and that will create a beautiful texture. Look at that texture. And I do that on the other side of the pot as well. And this procedure will not ruin the doily. I just take it, wash it off completely before it dries. Then I set it aside to dry. And then I go in with a sandpaper just to sand off any rough bits. Dust it off, and then it's time for painting, and I'm using the same light grayish color as I did in my first project, and I gave it 2 coats. As a final touch, I go in with a gold acrylic paint and dry brushing on that texture to make it pop. And that's it, a simple, just very effective makeover. Voila, here it sits in my master bedroom, looking very pretty, I think. Love that texture. Very subtle. I like it. For my third and final DIY for today, I will do something with this canvas. Got it from my sister-in-law. It's full of texture, I tell you that. So the first thing I will do is just get rid of as much texture as I can. So I'm just working with some tools here, and my hands ripping pieces off that canvas, making sure not to rip too violently, so I will break the canvas in the process. And then I take some spackle, just put it on where I need to put it on. It has dried, but here I decided I can't really just paint on it because it's too uneven. So I decided to put more spackle on and just make something with a lot of texture. And here I'm creating a frame. It doesn't need to be perfect. I want it vintage looking. So going over it all the way around. And in the center, I will create a fleur de lis. And I have taken my inspiration from a piece I found online. This fleur de lis right here, and I want to make the proportions right. So here I'm taking our old overhead and just tracing that fleur de lis. It will look good there in the center, just with the pencil, just to get the proportions right, as I said. And here I have started to put on spackle on the fleur de lis. I need to put it on in layers, so I'm making the first coat here, just using some spackle tools. It was a lot of waiting time here, put the first coat on, let it sit overnight or maybe even 2 days, and now I'm on my second coat with that spackle, and it's starting to take shape now. Putting on some more details. I want it to look a little bit three-dimensional. Putting on a second coat on the frame as well, make it a little bit smoother looking. On my third coat, and I'm smoothing things out with my finger. As I said earlier, I don't want it to be perfect, but still a nice shape to it. Several days has passed and it's completely dry, and I'm taking a fine grit sandpaper, just smoothing everything out as much as I can, and take away some spackle where I messed up and don't want any spackle. And then I'm just dusting the piece off, and it's time for painting. And surprise, I'm using my light grayish color here as well. And I applied 2 coats and let it dry in between the coats. I want the frame and the fleur-de-lis to be different shades of this grayish color, and then I will make that background more interesting with a lot of different shades. I'm taking my sponge and put on some brown, some grey, some black, some white, and some more of that greyish, and just blend them together to create a cloudy feel to the background. And when I have that background in place, you can already see the fleur-de-lis will pop. If you like this video and videos like this, consider subscribing, maybe share with a friend, and hit that like button as well. It will help my channel to grow, and I can spend more time creating inspirational content for you. My aim is to upload 1 video per week, sometimes a little bit less, sometimes a couple of videos per week. I have some beautiful white napkins
paper napkins with stars on, with golden stars, and I decided to use them on the upper part of the background, just decoupaging them on. Some Mod Podge, putting the piece where I want it, and then some Mod Podge on top. And then I go in around the napkin when everything has dried, just to make sure that it doesn't show that much that it's a napkin on my canvas, if you know what I mean. Just blending everything together. Et voila! Here it is, my masterpiece of today, my spackle art. And I painted some decorative bits in the corners of that frame as well. Here you can see the stars and the fleur-de-lis. So tell me what you think of my creations today. Did you have a favorite? Let me know in the comments. If you are inspired and you want more inspiration straight away, just hit that DIY playlist icon appearing on the screen right here. Just click and enjoy. Thank you so very much for watching. See you soon again in my next one. Until then, take care. Bye.